Food is probably one of your biggest financial expense.
I just want to lie on the beach and eat hot dogs. That's all I've ever wanted.
Today on Moneyless Monday, we will not go over the standard meal prepping, buy in bulk, or use coupons. Look, everybody knows about those. Let's look at 5 new hacks to save on food that you're missing out all the time and can save yourself a fortune every year. Hi guys, my name is Roman. I'm originally from France, and for the past 10 years I've been studying how to perfect the personal finance game in the United States. I am passionate about this. I'm here to share that knowledge with you through real stories and real examples. And so, let's go. Number 1, don't shop hungry. When you're hungry, your body releases a hormone called ghrelin, and it's not only stimulates our appetite, but it also seems to make food more visually appealing. Shopping while hungry can therefore lead to more impulse purchases, and those are generally less healthy options like snacks, sweets, and ready-to-eat meals, and those, they often tend to be more expensive than raw ingredients. In fact, a study conducted by Cornell University revealed that people who shop when hungry buy more high-calorie products compared to those who had a snack before shopping. Another study suggested that hungry shoppers may spend up to 17% more compared to those who are not hungry. So if you usually spend, let's say, $200 a week on groceries, you shop while hungry, this could potentially increase your bill up to $1,800 annually. To mitigate this, it is beneficial to eat a snack or a meal before going grocery shopping. Not only could this lead to save money on reducing food impulse purchases, but it could also lead to healthier food choices. Number 2, shop on Wednesdays. Supermarkets, they typically operate on weekly cycles. Sales begin and end on set days. In many places, Wednesday is actually the best day to shop because it's often the day with the new sales week starts. This means you will have first picked on discounted items, which, it can be beneficial for items like fresh meat, produce, and others that generally tend to sell pretty quick. If you are shopping midweek, you can also have other benefits. Generally the stores then tend to be less crowded. You will have a more relaxing shopping experience, and you're just going to have to spend less time in line. This means more time for what truly counts, like your family, your friends, and your personal project. Saving money and time together, well, I'm game, guys.
Happy.
Number 3, choose the right store. One of my biggest priorities is to make sure that I purchase high-quality products. However, not all grocery stores are created equal when it comes to pricing. In fact, there are outlet grocery stores that often have much lower prices when compared to traditional supermarkets. I mean, taking the examples of like Aldi, Lidl, or grocery outlet, those are pretty well known in the US for their low prices. They actually offer many of the same items that you find in traditional supermarkets, but at a fraction of the cost. And sometimes you will be surprised they include premium brands and organic products too. Let's take the example of my partner and I. Last week, we went to our local outlet store and bought mostly organic products with the same brands that we would get at the premium supermarket. The total was about $210, and at the bottom of that ticket, I looked, and the saving was, wait for it, $250. Let's go. I mean, it's important to note, however, that the selection of those can be more limited as, those different stores, they might not have every single items that you want on your list. So it's good as well to combine those with traditional supermarkets for your needs. Number 4, discount excess food applications. Food waste is not just the problems in our homes. I mean, you can imagine it's also a major issue for like restaurants, coffee, bakeries, and grocery stores. Those businesses, they often end up with perfectly good food at the end of the day that they just didn't sell, right? So instead of throwing it away, some business actually choose to sell it at a significant discounts through apps like Too Good To Go, Karma, or Olio, and we'll put those in the description. Not sponsored, but these apps, they connect consumer with businesses that have surplus food, and the food is often sold at discount up to 50% of the regular price. Offering generally, to be honest, varies day by day, and it depends on the type of leftovers the business has, right? But it can range from pastries if you are looking for a bakery to full meals at restaurants and even a selection of grocery items at supermarkets. Not only this can actually save you a great amount of money, it also helps to reduce food waste, which is good for the environment. And it's a way to try new foods, dishes that you may not have chosen otherwise. Some people actually find that it adds a little bit of fun and spice to their adventure for when they're looking for a meal. Number 5, credit card game. This hacks only works if you satisfy the following condition. You need to pay a credit card balance in full every month, no exception. If you don't, the interest that you will be charged will likely outweigh any rewards or cashback that you will earn. Now, if you play the game right, many credit cards offer rewards and cashbacks on your purchases, and this can be a powerful way to save money on your grocery if used responsibly. Some credit cards offer up to 6% back on US supermarket purchases. When well played, the credit card game can provide huge benefits. Keep in mind that not all purchases may qualify for the highest cashback, and some cards they do have annual fees. Just make sure that you look at the terms and conditions carefully so that you ensure that the card is a good fit for your spending habits and your lifestyle. And that's a wrap. If you want to check out our other videos where we dive into real stories and real financial struggles, check out our leading segment, Finance Action. I invite you to like, subscribe, and comment on some of the greatest deals that you may have or recommendations around food expenses. Until then, see you next week, guys. À bientôt.